Fantastic. That's what I like to see. Yep, and decrease autonomy of Persia. That is great. That means a lot more money you can spend in... Yeah, here, invisible, I don't understand. Also, it's not fulfilled. Like, what do I need to do for that to be fulfilled? Do they need to be at war? I give them military assistance then, or how does that work? I just don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Anyway. One more construction sector, and then we will start building massive amounts of food, which we can then sell to the point what we're trying to achieve. We want to sell things, a lot of them. One thing you can also do, which I don't think is like too bad, is like we have an excess of grain, so we can like, for example, go here like renegotiate that treaty, get rid of military lines, and instead go for good transfer. Actually have an extra grain too, so instead we're going for wood. We're going to give them some wood. We have an excess of wood, a lot of it, so we can like give them like 400 wood per week. I can do that because I have might not be willing. I'm willing to like decrease that one. Let's see. Yes, declaration of Kronstadt entered into force. We've decreased it now. An important thing to note though also is like, for one, yeah, I'm paying for a good treaty goods transfer, but I also get money out of it. Because it's like like the profits that gets both paying and getting paid for transferring goods, which of course means it's bought at the price in my market, like at its price, and sold at the price in the Prussian market, which means it's more expensive in the Prussian market. I make money. Of course, like if it's more expensive in my market, I lose money. Same kind of thing. Well, you know, you would never be exporting things you wouldn't make money for. We can make the same with this one. We negotiate that for like good transfer, go for like, I don't know, hardwood. How much hardwood can I get in? At that one, they're not completely accepting that. So if that's the case, how about we add another good transfer? It's actually not enough good transfer, so if that's the case, forget the renegotiation. Forget the renegotiation. And there's also a binding treaty. And with like declaration of Kronstadt, we have like renewed the binding period. But yeah, that also means like if price of wood decreases in my country, that means I make more money. Can I already see I'm like making around like, what is it, like 2k, but more like 1k in income. Just for this, like, yeah, it's 8k here. You know, nearly 9k. But like I'm losing the money here too, you know, 7k. But that's the big thing, and that's how you can also make money. Especially because like I am the one that making money from it. It's like the other thing, because like for one, it like an incredibly, I guess you could call it a way to trade. Now that I think about that, it's actually probably going to be really, really fun to see how that works with economic and financial mod. How that's like going to work with transfer of currencies and everything. I like the treaty system, which shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody who has like who has seen me, you know, been with me for some time now. I have argued for the existence of such a system before, where I think like treaty articles should be just written by us, you know, the player, instead of just being a certain amount of war goods you could make. I have argued for this before. I'm thankful that it's inside, that it is in the game now. I didn't think it would be coming this soon, but I am not going to be complaining about that. The lack of multilateral treaties is kind of annoying, but it works, I guess. At least it works so far. Who knows, maybe it'll stop working in the future. Maybe it won't. That is incredibly early for him to retire. Like the historical starting date of the General Assembly. To be fair, in the past, the historical characters were exempt from... what is this? Like, there's an event in the background that determines if a political leader retires. In the past, I remember that like historic leaders were immune to that. They could not be retired through that event, but they changed that somewhere down the line. I don't know when they changed it, but they changed it some time ago. I think they changed it around the time, like after Voice of the People, but before Spheres of Influence, I'm pretty sure. Either it was like around the time of Spheres of Influence or before. But yeah, good. We've gotten the fertilizer plants now. That is the first step towards what we are going to be doing. I'm kind of like over exaggerating because I have absolutely no idea if this is going to work. I've played like one game before I started recording this, where I tried to do the same, and it worked out. Like, don't get me wrong, I was like exporting like, well, it was like 4K of like grain. Somewhere, like a few years down the line. I mean, it was all being exported to the British. Hey, it's true. I was exporting a lot. It's also where I learned about this good transfer thing. Might actually be just able to expand the treaty with some good transfers. Yeah. Here, see, like, Rush market, incredibly cheap. Gold market is also incredibly, like, expensive. We have a number 2 producer. I was the number 1 producer, like, in the other game I played. By a big margin. I had, like... I don't even know anymore. Maybe we can, like, look into it later. Export a bit more wood. No, this is good. Actually, maybe a bit more. No, that's... yeah, here. That's what we want. And that's what we're going to be exporting. And into force, yes, the Padua convention. I don't know what the fuck Padua is. Yeah, now I'm paying like 20k. 22k. But I'm also... oh, I'm making too much. Because my wood is now too expensive. It's above like the average price. But that will be going down by a lot. On that note, I should probably also be reducing the amount of hardwood production. It's kind of my own fault. Oops, exactly the wrong way around. I forgot to do this. I don't need that much hardwood. I genuinely don't. It was like already, but yeah. Now we should be making money from the diplomatic pact again. Like we're selling more. We should be selling more. Actually, we aren't. That is interesting. My problem is exporting too much to them. Or the price hasn't adjusted too much. We can like have a look at the Austrian market. Probably yeah, like the price is like 17.4, which is actually below us. Yeah, that's what I mean with you can be losing money with this, which is my own fault which is absolutely my own fault. I shouldn't be exporting, like transferring that much to them. But again, we will be making like a lot of logging of a lot of wood. The price of wood will just be going down, and the more it goes down, the more money we will be making again. That's the nice thing about all of this. Just need to keep doing this and we will be making money. I have to say I'm like very pleased with this update. Very pleased. Actually surprised how smooth it's working and everything. Let's say how smooth it's working, it's not really moving. Not working too smoothly, but I'm also like playing with a few mods, so not sure if that's just not the mods really liking how things are going right now, or you know, I will like produce like not that much fertilizer, so not realistically can be using it everywhere. Can you be using it in a few places? That's not my own. But yeah. Which is like also like a fact why we want to go like for corporate charters. So we can have like one more company. So we can have like either Morozov. Why did I always imagine there was to be an R here? That makes a lot more sense, but oh, actually no, that makes a lot more sense. I don't know why I imagined an R there. Now I just feel stupid. But yeah. What is the on price? That's good. But again, we have to like look at how it is in the, yeah. Which means, yeah, diplomatic pact's down to like under 920k. But we're still not making, actually it's up to 20k. See, we're making money on that good transfer. So that's that, and that's nice. That's what I like to see, that's what I like to see. Can support, yeah, we can also like decrease another one. That's also a tiny bit more of money. Have you already been like, I didn't even invite to the power block already. Now I've invited to the power block, and now we just have to wait like 5 more years. You'll also like see if I have gotten rid of the trade lens thing. Doesn't exist anymore. For, you know, obvious reasons. Would be surprised if it still existed. You know, considering all trade is now done essentially through same few things. Oh, you're still. No, brought you back actually. That's like absolutely on me, but I would just claim it isn't. I just act like it isn't. I did nothing wrong. I am completely and utterly correct in every decision I've made so far. I will not accept anything else. Oh, I'm not a fan of like all these things. It's up to 20k again. The more important thing is we have to look at trade centers. They're exporting already a lot of it. A lot of wood. And if you look on trade, it's actually our most exported good. But we want that to be even bigger. We want that in the thousands. We want to be exporting thousands of wood, grain, and everything. I'm actually exporting artillery, that's interesting. Japanese shogunate backs down. What did they back down on? Is that like a treaty port or something like that? Seems to be treaty port. Maybe it was like open market. Yep, it was market open. And forced to open Japan. Well, I guess the shogunate isn't going long for this world. Guess we'll be seeing an industrialized Japan soonish. I won't say no to that. I will not deny that opportunity. And another one. How much am I making like, for my subjects right now? Well, I have no interest in anybody in down here. Anyway, this is what will now allow me to like make projects. I could just immediately go for annex country. I think this is new. I'm pretty sure this is new. Which allows you just anything which is like an insignificant country can just be annexed. I'm pretty sure if you go like under like demands, you annex country. It isn't like stated, but Turkmenian centralized nation. But yeah, like for example, we make that like against Bavaria. Bavaria is less or equal to insignificant power. Which means like anything like here can just be annexed immediately. No need to like go for anything. Same with like any of these things, we can just immediately annex them completely. Like even if they have multiple states, we can just annex them. It doesn't matter how many states they have, they just need to be below, they just need to be like a insignificant power or less. But I don't want to, so I want them as my subjects. Maybe I'll annex them down the line. Probably would have actually been better to go for annexation. Because I might make less problems down the future. But I want to roleplay though. So that's how we're going to be doing things. Are we already exporting? No. We're importing though. But I also want to actually build the bigger trades into. You can already see like we're making a bit of revenue through wood. Not too much, mind you, not too much. But I will be changing that. I will be making our capital a pretty big export up. One of my admiral side. It's fitting to put him into a Black Sea fleet. Because like this one, you could argue he's responsible for why Britain and France entered the war against Russia, like the Crimean War. Because he like so utterly destroyed the Ottoman fleet. I mean, to be fair, they were arguing about intervening anyway. But that just made it clear that they had to intervene because the Ottomans would have gotten stomped otherwise. Completely sensible position to hold and everything. Yeah, the executive power goes up even. I don't exactly know how the multiplier is considered and everything. If it's like considered from like how many staff buildings they have or from actual company profit. Like I don't like here a multiplier of 4. Like why does this have a multiplier of 4 and this a multiplier of 3? I don't understand why. I don't know why. And genuinely I don't even think I care to find out why. I don't think I want to find out. And we've gone skirmish inventory. enough. Right. So I don't think I have like anything necessary to do what I need. What I need to actually make skirmish inventory. Yeah, I don't have percussion. I have explosives, mind you. I do have them. So there's that at least. So we can like line that up. When necessary. I haven't actually been able to export fabric too much. I guess like makes sense. That's a lot of people who produce enough fabric to deal with their own problems. Which is a shame, because I would like to export fabric. Why can't I like do anything but... I don't know. I have an interest there, don't I? I do not care. So Jenny, why can't I like... Not an next subject, make it. Not involved alongside Russian and diplomatic. Oh, we're already in that. Okay. Oh, Kara. I need to keep away from like the upgrade and like upgrade military units button before I accidentally click that one. I do like the prediction it has. That makes it like easier to know when or if I want to mobilize even more units. That's another thing that's like also pretty good with the decrease of government workers in like the development buildings. It means universities are also a lot more viable. Even for like smaller countries, a lot of them are more viable. Because like less money and you need less people working in them. Which means even something like Belgium and have a nice amount of them. That's a pump. I haven't even built a single coal mine. I'm actually surprised there's not a single coal mine in the country. I don't think that's historically accurate, but you know, I just accept it as fact for I just accept it as a matter of fact for right now. I don't know if this even works, but you know. Better substance fishing lodges. Where are those? Kamchatka and Okhotsk. Well, Chukotka too, but you know. Like 3 places. I don't think we need to spend too much attention towards them. 7. Yes, that is a good. That is a nice 7. You know, you see like 7. Good 7. It's a 6. 6.5% of global population. And how much of it global GDP? We have actually more GDP. We have more GDP. More. It's late. I mean, to be fair, I don't think being that it's late has anything to do with this. I'm just think I'm illiterate, maybe, potentially. Who knows? I think we can build even more construction sectors. Yeah, like, look, the investment pool is also still good enough. That is more than enough. That is more than enough people. Next country in Oceania. Oceania. I don't know. I don't care. I will not. I forgot. Oh god. I completely forgot about them. Good thing you can like build ports now without actually having to do anything. From the constellations like easier to enact. Why is this twice here? Whack. Yeah, only colonization is easier to enact. Nobody, you're like a no colonization, the only ones that oppose you to go to any form of colonization are pacifists. I'm pretty sure it's pacifists. I think our people don't really care. Yeah, no, that's like works well enough. No need to expend any more interest there. Like, if like any one of my subjects actually does like want to oppose me in Kiva, I'm willing to welcome that. I am welcoming that opportunity. Whatever you desire, be my guest. Yeah, we're like, say like make your 1k like demand already just from like good transfers, and we're making a bit of money off that. Don't forget that. That's also very important. So, Ottoman Empire is at war with the Egyptians. I'm surprised like the Great Britain actually like intervenes every time. You know, I won't say no to that one. We must condemn it. Yeah. That's exactly what we need to do. And I'm kind of like annoyed actually. But you see, that's the good thing. Actually, I have to like see on the global market, on the world market. Is there even... That's the wrong one. World market. Yes, there are some people that are exporting this, but I don't think enough to massively change anything. I don't think that's enough to actually have a massive impact. I would be like running out of goods more than not. Oh yeah. Don't think that's gonna work out there. You might ask yourself, why am I helping the Egyptians against British? Because fuck the British. I don't need a reason to. Fuck the British. Fuck it, that's the reason enough. You know, like, upgrade at least a teensy tiny bit. You know, just have to have a bit of income. Have a bit of import of that. It's a teensy tiny bit of import of, you know, ammunition. Yeah, the shortage like goes down to target, which will be happening, but the trades are buying fear, so that shortage should. Why are you going down now? So I don't understand. Whatever.